Thank you for clicking on the video, and here on Mimic, we are going to play a game of Marvel United using components from the Multiverse promo box that we just unboxed. And the story we're going to use today is this one here, X-Men and Moon Girl. Now this is a one-shot adventure that came out in 2022, and it features Moon Girl along with Dinosaur, and she teams up with various X-Men. More with Wolverine, however, Havok's in this story as well. So the story is the High Evolutionary has kidnapped Dinosaur and has stolen some of Wolverine's blood, so he can create a new super race, and they are on Counter Earth. Captain Marvel found them and let Moon Girl know, and so she has enlisted the help of X-Men to help rescue Dinosaur. So that is the story and set. So for today's game, we want to use all the components in this new box. So we're not going to use Wolverine, but Havok, the X-Factor version, is in this promo box, as well as Moon Girl and Dinosaur, and the High Evolutionary. So this would be a perfect comic book scenario to use for our setup. Now, this is why we love this game, is because you can create your own battles from comics that you love and read. But more importantly, this is a great cooperative game. So let's take a look at some of the components here that we didn't really showcase on our unboxing because there's just way too many cards. So let's take a look at High Evolutionary here. Let's flip it on the other side here for a second. He does involve a special setup, and basically his master plan and threat cards are all printed on the same card. So you can see these are threat cards, but if you flip it on the back, it's actually his master plan card. So there's quite a number of them, 11 of them, and you're gonna shuffle them up, draw 6 of them, and place them on the locations, okay? So we did that, and there's a special one called the Jackal here, and that will be placed on his starting location. So Jackal cannot be defeated. This threat cannot be cleared by any means. So when High Evolutionary institutes a BAM attack, if there are no heroes in this location, move Jackal clockwise to the next location without a threat. And if possible, deal 2 damage to 1 hero in his location. So that's pretty deadly. And then when you reach a certain condition, you flip him over, and on his final boss side, he can be damaged. He has a health of +2 to the number of players. So you see, bam, you move him again, but villainous plot, the heroes lose if High Evolutionary is defeated. And heroic goal, the heroes win if they defeat Jackal. So that is going to be your main goal, to actually defeat Jackal, not directly the High Evolutionary. So that's an interesting mechanic within this game. Let's get back to his villain card though. Let me flip it on this side. He has a health of 6. And heroes can only damage High Evolutionary once 3 missions have been cleared. At that point, flip Jackal threat card over, so he can now be damaged. When a threat is cleared, place it to the bottom of the master deck. So since there are 11 cards and 6 of them are out here on the board, this villainous plot is very short. And one of the lose conditions is if this deck gets empty. So you actually do want to somehow clear these threat cards, right, to extend the game. So the last special setup here, heroes starting on their turn with 3 or more crisis tokens must play their hero card face down and discard all their crisis tokens. Bam, each hero in High Evolutionaries and both adjacent locations must discard 1 action token. If they have none, they take 1 crisis token instead. An overflow condition, if they cannot be added, increase the evolutionary track by 1 and add those tokens to their corresponding missions. And then we got his villainous plot, which is the evolutionary track. The heroes lose if this track reaches 8, and of course, it'll start off at 0. So let's take a look at some of these other cards. They actually all say the same. Genetic manipulation. Heroes ending their turn in this location must discard 1 random card from their hand. And they all say that. They all say that on the back here. So that is pretty difficult. And then his, basically, there are some master plan cards. We'll sort of leave these secret for now and surprise us during gameplay. Now let's take a look at some of these other characters that we're going to use. And we'll start off with Havok here. Okay. And he has a starting hand. So you're going to play this card first. Energy reabsorption, as long as this card is face up in the story line at the end of each villain chart, gain 1 wild token unless you have one already. So that is pretty helpful. And let's see what other special cards he has. I'm sure he has a number of them. Let's scan through it very quickly. Tower works always cool. So it looks like he has a double release plasma blast. Discard 1 wild token to triple punch in an adjacent location. So he has actually 3 of them. All right, so that is going to be a strong attacker. But once again, we can't actually attack anyone directly unless we clear some threats. So that is Havok's cards. And next, take a look at Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur. So she has a starting hand card as well. And this one states, Raging Dinosaur, as long as this card is face up in the storyline, when you enter a location with no other heroes, you may attack there. If you do, discard 1 civilian from that location. So that can be helpful to clear both thugs and rescue civilians. Let's see what other special cards she has. And we'll flip through it very quickly here. Okay, so the double wild, of course. Okay, so here is the first special card, and there are actually 3 of these. So, Super Genius Intellect. Gain a wild token. This turn, you can treat all your actions as wild. So she can convert any tokens into wild tokens, so that's going to be super helpful. Hopefully that will negate the effect of the genetic manipulation where we have to discard a random card in our hand all the time. That will make our health very low. However, we are superheroes. We don't die, we just get knocked off and just come back next round. So we'll see how this works out. I'm gonna grab my daughter and we're gonna simulate the battle from this comic. Now this comic itself, this is the variant cover, which is really cool. I have to admit this comic is not necessarily the best. It is just more of a silly read, not a serious comic as you may have guessed. All right, so I have the game board set and we're ready to mimic the battle from X-Men and Moon Girl one-shot comic where Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur team up with Havok and we are gonna battle High Evolutionary and punishing him for kidnapping the Double Dinosaur as well as stealing Wolverine's blood. So my daughter's here, ready to go. Right, Emma?
Yeah!
That's right. So we're gonna start off by drawing a villain card here. And it looks like we got a rotate 4 and a BAM attack right at our location. So that is not great. Oh boy. So we're gonna move him for 1, 2,
3.
Well, 3. Oh, I'm wrong.
Oh,
good. All right, but I think he still does damage to us. So each hero in High Evolutionaries and both adjacent locations must discard 1 action token. Okay, so we don't lose health. And if we don't have an action token, though, we have to get a crisis token each. All right, so 1 for you, Missy. Well, if you get 3 of them, then our next card is going to have to be placed face down. So we're going to lose a turn, basically. Okay, so the other thing we have to do is put 2 thugs here. Uh-oh, that's already overflow condition. This is not great. Here's 1 here, and then overflow. Let's take care of the civilians on the adjacent locations here, though. So 1 there, and 1 there. So for overflow, we increase the evolutionary track by 1. Okay? And if there are extras, the overflow actually goes onto the corresponding mission. So that helps us out by putting another thug here. But if this track goes all the way up to 8, we lose. So this is already turning out to be hard. But this game is pretty well balanced, typically, and hopefully we can defeat him in the nick of time. So would you like to go first, Emma?
You can go first.
All right, so I'm going to draw my starting hand here, Havok's hand, and I'm going to play Energy Reabsorption. As long as this card is face up in the storyline. At the end of each villain turn, I can gain a wild token unless you have one already. So I'm going to place that here. I have a heroic action token, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place it on the location we are because we got to get rid of these threat cards because heroes ending their turn in this location must discard one random card from your hand, so our health is going to get more decreased. I think that's all I can do for my round. And it's now your turn, Missy. Okay. I wonder what your starting hand icons are going to be. Hopefully it's a punch and a move.
2.
Oh, yeah.
3 and another card.
Yes.
A punch and a move?
The starting hand.
What do you have?
So actually, you know, you don't have to play that starting hand card first, but it is in your hand to begin with. You can look at it, but hopefully you have a card that has a punch and a move. Do you have one?
No, but I only have a move.
Okay, so I have to get rid of random card anyway, so I'm going to get rid of this random card.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. This one, this random card.
Yeah, but is that their starting hand? Yeah, great. So your special starting hand card is Raging Dinosaur. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, when you enter a location with no other heroes, you may attack there. If you do, you may discard a civilian from the location. So you could clear threats easily. So for example, you could go here and get rid of the thug and a civilian.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
So I can move.
Yeah.
Big.
He is an awesome miniature.
Whoa.
So chunky. All right, so you're gonna use your special ability, right, to punch? Okay, so punch one and rescue one, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that will place some tokens here. Now you also have a heroic thing, and I guess you're gonna place it here. There's no more civilians.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And I have to discard a random card.
You do have to discard a random card. All right.
No.
There, and we'll put it at the bottom of your deck.
Oh,
okay? Yeah, so now we're down to 2 health each, right? So it's now my turn. I gotta draw a card. And let's see what I got here. Hopefully it's a punch. Well, I could also use the action on the bottom of my daughter's card. So that is a move. So I'm going to add this punch token here. Okay. So I'm going to put this punch here. I am going to use your move to put a move token here and use my punch to remove this threat card, okay? So this threat card is now gone. And this card doesn't get discarded. It actually goes to the bottom of the master plot plan. So we have extended play time. We are going to take this clear threat token and put it here. And then I'm at the bottom here, end my turn at this location. I may add a civilian to any location, then rescue one civilian from this location. Should I do that? Should I put a civilian somewhere else just so I could rescue one later? Maybe, because maybe you're going to want to go somewhere else, Emma?
Maybe.
I don't know if that's a good idea, because they look like they could overflow. So I'm going to hold off on that, okay? All right. So now it is the villain's turn. Do you want to draw the next card? Sure. See what happens? Thank you, Missy. It's right here. Yeah, it looks
weird.
Yeah, it looks weird. Okay, 5 and a bam. So why don't you move him 5? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's you!
Oh no, he's right on my location.
Wham.
And bam. Okay, so at the end of the villain turn, I get a wild token, but it's not the end of the villain turn, right?
Okay.
So I don't have any tokens. So that means I think I get a crisis token, right? Here in adjacent location, we both get another crisis token, both of us. Uh-oh. We might want to split apart, I suppose. Usually want to team up, but maybe we need to split apart. And then we got to add 2 thugs here. We can't do that, right? So that is 1 thug here. 1 thug will go down here. And this evolutionary track goes up another notch.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And then 2 civilians, 1 flanking each location. So you got 1 here and 1 over here. Okay. So, it is your turn to go. Okay, you can use my punch. There's a punch here. You draw a card.
Okay, so
And
I'm gonna do this.
and
Punch
move.
and move.
Oh, that is perfect.
So I'm gonna use your punch to just get rid of this guy, and then the punch and move.
Okay, and remember, if you punch, guess what? You could rescue one person, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's when you enter location. I'm sorry, you didn't enter location. So you're just gonna punch that guy out
And now.
and do the punch and move and get rid of
And
this.
this is good too.
Correct. Okay.
Yay!
And look at this. You may move to any location. When you move to a location, remember, you could you may attack.
But I
them.
would have to lose a card, so I don't want to lose a card.
Well, it might be good to just clear a threat. And don't forget, if you lose a card, we're superheroes. We'll come back next turn anyways. I'll leave it up to you, but that might be a good thing because you can move for free right now.
Okay. How does this move?
You gonna move there? All right, so you get a punch and remove a civilian for free. Okay, so you gotta discard a random card though.
Yep.
So I'll just pick this one.
Okay.
We'll just put it at the bottom of the deck here. Okay. And then it is my turn to go. I'm going to draw a card. And let's see, what can I do to help you out? Because, let's see. I got to get rid of these tokens. There's so many. I have a wild. Oh, I forgot. I also get a wild token, remember? I get a wild token, and I'm going to use it before I lose it here. So I could punch these thugs here and then move and punch. Unfortunately, all the threats, I'm going to play this wild here, I think, for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's see, how can I do this? I have your punch I can use to get rid of one of these thugs. And I have a wild that I'm going to use as a punch. Then I have a wild token I'm going to use to rescue a civilian. So this one will be gone. And then I have a wild on my card. So I'm going to use that to rescue this civilian here. Okay?
Okay.
Now, at the end of my turn, I can add a civilian to any location to rescue a civilian at this location. I don't want to do that. This is not really a great location. I probably should have substituted this card, but it is what it is. Okay, so it is your turn, Missy.
Okay.
So when you draw a card, and you have a wild I have at the bottom there for you to use. Hopefully that'll help you out to clear out this threat. No. Well, you can move. You can move and just come back here if you want, I suppose.
I can do something else. Look. No way. This. Watch.
Okay.
I use this wild to do my move.
To get a move token there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I use my regular move to move here and get these guys.
That's right.
See?
Yep.
Oh, done.
And guess what? You end your turn here and you can move again.
Uh-huh. But I don't want to.
But you could attack and move for free. Lose a card, you get knocked out, but no?
Okay, fine. Maybe here.
Okay. All right, so you discard a card. All right, this is cleared. Wow, that's pretty good.
And then
Good job.
I discard a card.
Oh, you're knocked out. Okay, that's okay. Oh, he's so big and chunky, he's gonna go like that, right?
Well,
Okay. So we're gonna draw a threat card. And since some of these threats are clear, remember BAM, this jackal moves. So we gotta remember to do that. Okay, so this is not a BAM attack here though. This is called de-evolution. Each hero in High Evolutionaries and both adjacent locations must discard all cards with special effects from their hand. Oh boy. So he's gonna move 3. 1, 2, 3. So he doesn't affect me, but affects you. Well, you're knocked out, so that's okay then. All right, so that's not too bad. And we're gonna put 2 thugs in the flanking location here. And we're gonna put 2 civilians in the opposite flanking location. So no overflow conditions. So that wasn't too bad. Okay, all right. So it's gonna be my turn to go next. I'm gonna draw a card here. And I have all these attack cards, and somehow I want to end here. How can I move there though? Oh, and that was the end of the High Evolutionary's turn, so I get a wild token. All right, so I get a wild token. So maybe I can move, and then my daughters move and end up here. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, but I have to discard a wild token to punch, punch, punch. And need it to move. Uh-oh. That won't work. So, I gotta get out of this location here. Move and move. I don't have any great cards to use, Missy. Apologies. So, I'm just going to place this move card here. And I am going to move and move here. Maybe we could clear this threat together, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to be there. I still want to use my wild token, though. Get things going. Emma, oh, you're knocked out, so you don't know what card you're going to have. Well, let me use the wild token to just get rid of this civilian one, okay? All right.
Okay.
So we're getting close to eliminating all these cards. All right, that's my turn. I don't know if that was the greatest play, but it is your turn, Missy. Draw 3 cards.
And then a 4th card.
A 4th card, yeah. You got knocked out, but you healed up. Okay? So you have a move you could use to get rid of this one. Do you have a start and punch, possibly?
No, but I have 2 wilds.
Oh, well, that's always helpful. Okay, I'll put it right there. Yeah, so that card's gone. This card will go now back to the
At
rest
the
of
end
the
of your
plan.
turn, you may turn 1 card from the hand of the bottom of the deck to remove 1 crisis token from anywhere.
So you may discard a card from the bottom of your deck to move. Probably don't want to do that. You have to discard a card.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah,
Okay, it's my turn. So I'm going to draw a card. Okay, so I have the ability to use your 2 wild actions. Boy, this is hard to use the plasma release bolt. I got this one here. Okay, I think I could clear out a threat card here. I'm going to play this card here. I'm going to use one of your wilds to move, and then the other wild to be a move, and then heroic and punch. So this gets rid of this immediately. Okay, so that was a good play, I think. Get rid of this threat card, and this gets removed. And this gets shifted over. Okay. Oh, you know what, Emma? Before I do that, the High Evolutionary was supposed to go because he acts every 2 turns. All right?
Okay.
So let me sort of backtrack a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put these back. Okay, I was over here. Okay. This card was over here, but he was actually supposed to go. So let's draw a card, and I'll take this and put it to be my next turn, but hopefully it's not that bad. Okay, so he does not move at all. He institutes Bam. So Bam, we gotta move this guy here. If no one cares in this location, Move Jackal clockwise to the next location without a threat. If possible, deal 2 damage to 1 hero, okay? So he's going to deal damage here now. And do 2 damage. Can you take the hit, Emma? Can you get rid of 2 cards, please? Because then that way I could play that card and get rid of the next time. Is that okay? I'm so sorry. It's up to you. And they'll just go back to the bottom of your deck. Okay? All right. Okay.
No, wait, actually.
Okay, while you're thinking about that, I have to put a thug in his location, a civilian here, which unfortunately goes here now, and evolutionary check goes up, and a civilian in this location.
But he's supposed to move every 2, but he keeps doing 3.
No, it's here. I moved it over. Okay. Yeah. And then the other thing we have to do, just keeping all this rules with all these new mechanics is sometimes hard to get, but we also have to lose an action token, which I don't have any. So we get a crisis token, 3 crisis tokens, right? Uh-oh. So I think that actually stuns us or something. All right, so that's 3 crisis tokens. And then this card goes here. Okay. So, characters starting their turn with 3 crisis tokens must play their hero card face down and discard. So, I can't actually play this, and I don't want to play that. I'm going to play a different card then. I'm going to play one of these, okay? This is not too helpful. So, I'm going to play this down. That means... Yeah, it's a cycle. So, I get rid of all my crisis tokens, okay? But, that's it. I can't move or do anything. Okay. Hey, that's not true. I still can use the last 2 of your wilds, right?
Yep.
Right, so let me go here then. All right. And I could put a wild token here, or should I just get rid of the civilians?
I don't know.
You could get risky civilians easily just moving there.
Okay.
So, but the next card you play, you have to play it face down as well. So, anyways, I was planning to put a move, right?
Yeah.
I think what's the card I needed to, yeah, it's a move. I'm going to put a move token here. Okay, so your turn to draw a card, Emma, and play a card, but you have to play it face down. So pick a card that's not too useful. Yeah, you have to play it face down.
I have no idea.
Well, do the one with just one, not the one, no, that's not, oh, because that one has a special ability? Okay, all right. So here, all these crisis tokens are removed. And guess what? He goes next. I'm gonna draw the top card. Let's see what happens. Bam. Okay, so first of all, he's not gonna. Well, this High Evolutionary is gonna move here. I had a wild token actually here from the last turn. I had it. I guess I forgot to use it, but I have it, so I won't get a crisis token here. But you do, Missy, okay? You get a crisis token. And then he doesn't move. He is worth you. So he's going to deal 2 damage to you. So you get knocked out again, okay? All right, so your card gets discarded to the bottom here, all right? You get knocked out again. And then, oh, we have to put more tokens here. So, boy. Of all the games he played so far in this series, this battle is having the most most rule checks I have to keep track of. So that's a civilian there, and then another civilian automatically goes here, right, for the overflow. So this actually will take care of itself. So that card's gone. This goes up here. And then we have to put a thug in an adjacent location here. And then we also have to put a civilian in the opposite adjacent location. I think that's about it. All right, okay. Now it is officially my turn. I'm gonna draw a card and play a card. So I was gonna play this move and, this heroic action and punch. So we're gonna do that there. All right, so I'm basically gonna use both those tokens to get rid of this threat card, okay? So this is now gone. Oh, I ended my turn here, right, Emma? I'm supposed to lose a card. Random card. Maybe I can't even play this at all. Let's see, this is the card I drew. Okay, pick a card. I need to pick a card here. I was supposed to lose one randomly.
Okay. Which one?
Which one is it? Okay, good. That's the one I wanted to lose. Okay, good.
Thank goodness.
Yes. So I'm going to put this one here, and I will be able to get rid of this. Wait. Okay, so this is now clear. This goes underneath here. And let's see. If I end my turn there, I could draw up to 3 until I have 3 in my hand, so I'm going to do that. And this is all gone as well. And let's see what else. Emma, you're knocked out. You may immediately draw a card. You want to do that, I guess? You just get 1 health. But you're knocked out anyways. I guess, you're just going to get 3 cards when you come back. So that's probably better that way. But because all the missions are cleared, now we can flip this jackal over, right? So now he can be damaged. See? And he has 2 health. Very easy to defeat. Okay. But it is your turn. So you pop back up. Yep, 3 cards. And you're right here where he is. So you can maybe knock him out. I definitely would do that. Knock out Jackal if you can. You could chomp on him. No, not possible. Oh, you have one of my pinches right there.
Wait. Who's who?
Here. You want to attack him, Jackal? Same pose?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did it. Right. Punch, right? Okay, so...
Actually, first I'm going to use this to save this, just because.
Yeah, okay. Or you could save it for later. So you knock him out.
If I can move, so I'll move here.
Heroic go. The heroes win if they defeat Jackal. Did we just win the game?
Wait a minute.
Oh wait, Emma, he has actually 4 health. So you knocked out 2, but he has 2 more. Okay. Alright, so he has actually 2 more health, okay? But you got rid of 2 of it, right?
Yep,
and you rescued this civilian, so you don't get overflow condition. Alright, so it is his turn to go. We're going to draw a card and see what it is. It's a 4 and a bam, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, he's going to do a bam attack. So Emma, I think you get 2 damage again. Yeah, you want to discard 2 cards.
Can I choose which ones?
Yes, you may. And then we get crisis tokens. Okay, I have my first one. You have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, At least they go back to the bottom of your deck you can use later. Boy, you're getting knocked out a lot, but that's okay.
Your turn.
And then he puts 2 thugs here. So he gets 1 thug here and another uptick in evolutionary track. Uh-oh. There's another overflow condition here, Emma. So this one gets an uptick too. And then we have a civilian in your location. All right, so it's my turn to go. I'm gonna draw a card and play a card, and I also get a wild token now. So I guess we could defeat the jackal, right? Heroes win if they defeat the jackal. It doesn't say we have to knock this guy out to win. All right, so I'm gonna try to somehow get to your location where the bad guy is and give you movement points, right? I have a move and a triple punch here. I think that's gonna be it, right? So Emma, look, I'm gonna play this card. His release plasma bolt. Discard a wild token and do a triple attack. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move, and I could even just use yours, but I'm gonna move here and then do a triple attack. And that would definitely knock Jackal out. So that was our hero goal. I think we just beat the whole scenario. Because over here, it doesn't say we lose or win him by defeating him necessarily. But it's quite specific here, hero goal. All right. So, in fact, it actually says here, we lose if the High Evolutionary is defeated. So we don't actually want to defeat the High Evolutionary directly. We want to defeat the Jackal. And we defeated him.
Yeah!
All right, high five. Man, so that was pretty cool. I think we might...
It's the opposite.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange and weird, and it was a little hard to keep track of all the rules. I think we might have missed a rule here or there, but overall, I think we did most of it correctly, and it was just interesting to play it in a different way.
Look at my mini guys.
Yeah. So what do you think about this miniature, by the way?
It's heavier.
Pretty chunky. The sculpt is really nice, right?
Yeah.
The design. Maybe I'll let you paint it. Okay, I know you're really into painting nowadays. This is Havok here, and this is the High Evolutionary. Okay, so that has been our gameplay of Marvel United, the Multiverse promo box. So we'll probably do other gameplays using the components within. And this was, once again, mimicking the X-Men and Moon Girl one-shot adventure that came out in 2022. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Keep on adventuring out there.